All right, so we are back and talking with the fellas, talking about a couple things. How old we're getting and uh, just how long we've known each other. And it's probably been mentioned before, but J. Pat was a hostile. He was an enemy of the state at one point. He he still is. Like I still see him on yeah. No, he just like he's our
Sometimes
registered. He's our registered like troll. Like it's like you unleash Jay on people. Like
he just redirected his targets.
right. Like he's like active security on the page. Like like he's activated when certain comments are made. It's like that doesn't make any sense, man. And he just goes on and on. But it has been redirected. Like I see him on. It's funny. We're all on the same other pages. Yeah, right? I see him. I see Denver. I swear I see you, Mike. Like, but maybe anyway.
But, I don't see Mike so much.
I see him every now and then. Like it's surprising, and it's never like yours. Never hostile. He's just like, no, this is it. Like he's just chiming into the conversation. He's contributing. But like,
I see Mike in comments and pages I don't even follow. Like I'll see Mike's comments, and I'll be like, I don't even follow this page. Why am I seeing this?
Yeah. This casual comments. He's being a multiverse ambassador. Like he's been nice. Jay, on the other hand, is like he's out there, crushing souls out there, and
right.
It's always amusing. I always give him a thumbs up when he says something.
And I always crack up every time I see it.
Yeah, I'm like, like that's you got it, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna move on.
But us coming along and like, yep, we agree.
Yeah, it's just support. You're right. Yeah, support. I don't want to leave him out there because some people don't get it. They don't read, and so it's thumbs up. Like, yeah, he's correct, and I'm just gonna leave. Guys, how you doing? Terrence, how are you, sir? I haven't seen you on here a couple of weeks. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We got our Eagles gear on tonight, Bird.
Yeah.
W.
Congrats, Eagles fellas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Feels good, man.
Yeah. Y'all finally know what it feels like.
I'm
happy for y'all. Look, I'm happy for you.
No.
I'm happy for y'all.
Okay.
You don't have to rely on the Steagles anymore. Now y'all got your own little.
I mean, this is our second one, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have to rely. Y'all got multiple championships. It's not such a big deal anymore. It's like, okay.
You done?
Huh?
You done?
What you talking about? I'm giving y'all props. What you talking about?
It's backhanded comments, right? But go ahead, Terrence. What were you saying?
Oh, no, that's it. I'm feeling good. Got a couple little health issues out the way. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, we're glad you're doing good. Jay Free got on. We were talking about just how long it takes us to recover from ailments nowadays. We need rest, multiple days of rest. We need medicine. Can't just do it on your own. I was telling Robert, like I don't like taking cough medicine. I was coughing for like a week. And I'm like, I'm not taking no damn cough medicine. I'm like a little kid. Like, that shit tastes nasty. I don't want it. And I had to get it the other day. Like,
did you get some tussin?
I got some Vicks honey flavored. So I'm like, oh, it's honey flavored. Like, it's not.
Oh, that's terrible. The honey flavor?
Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I look, this is my dumb ass. So I'm like, I'm not taking this, man. I'm going to take these pills. And then as I was putting the bottle back, it said on the top, it was like made, like flavored with real honey. I'm like, oh, this is going to be delicious. I'm going to go get this.
It is terrible.
Dude, like, the only
it's so sweet.
The only good part is that the aftertaste is not, it doesn't last long. Like, once you swallow and it's down, like, it's no aftertaste. Your mouth don't taste all medicated in there.
Pause.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The insurance pause there. but I had to take it. Because it was a couple nights I was coughing for like an hour. Man, I hate this shit. But J Pat, how are you doing? You got a lot of energy tonight. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm chilling. Chilling like a villain.
Good.
On my Ed Brimley, or is that who it is?
Brimley.
This dude was like diabetes.
Oh, you talking about my man, the old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be the new
Wilford.
spokesperson.
Who is it?
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford
Okay.
Brimley, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, glad you're good. No, you're healthy. I think you're the only one on here healthy. I think.
Halfway healthy, I guess, yeah. You know.
What was wrong with you?
Oh, nothing, you know. It was just late 40s. Yeah, never all the way healthy.
Oh, you just had aches,
right? You always got a sore joint or something.
Yeah. That's my left knee right now. That shit ain't never been the same. Mike, how are you doing, sir?
Good, man. I'm real good. Just happy to be here.
Everything going good? School, all that other?
Yeah.
Work?
Yeah. I gotta get some tutoring, but other than that, I'm all right.
All right. What about the casuals? You dealing with the casuals pretty?
I'm just done. I don't have the energy for these people no more. They don't want to know. It's like they're happy in their ignorance of bliss. They're just happy knowing what they and they're just what they think is right. They don't care what's right. They just happy being wrong, and it's like I can't fight that battle no more. I can't. It's stressing me out. You know, I already got high blood pressure. They're trying to give me a damn stroke. I just let it go. You know, because every day I got to come in there and check something. And they're young kids too. You know, I don't think they even the oldest one is 22, maybe 23. It's like, this ain't
babies.
Yeah. Right. I've been limping longer than most of them been alive, and it's I can't keep fighting it. They're just happy with their thoughts, and I can prove to them easily what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And then I had a buddy. I like him, and I'm not doubting any Republican Trump guys out there, but he came to me trying to rush on Anthony Mackie about whatever he said. Oh God, dude.
Yeah.
What happened?
What?
What did Anthony Mackie say? Something about Cat America doesn't just belong to America.
It was kind of an unforced error. Like if you actually listen to what he said in context, you knew he wasn't saying like F America or nothing like that.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all.
He was because he was talking to people outside of America anyway. It was France, like it was an international interview. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he was trying to say that the qualities of Captain America aren't exclusive to America. Like he could be, inspirational to anybody.
Exactly. And that's true. I think that's one misconception with Captain America. You know, he's got that flag on, like he's all about whatever the government, whatever they do, whatever. He's been fired a couple of times.
Right, half the time he's going against the government.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing that.
Exactly. And I had to show the guy this. Cap, this is what Cap feels. He's for the world. The actor shouldn't do that. Man, first off, you repeating word for word what you heard on Fox. Word for word. It's like, why does it have to be the black guy? And this is a black guy I'm talking to. Wow. I just stop. Man. I respect you, but more and more you talk, I'm losing it. Just leave me alone. And
we got to get a real life drop squad for him.
Yeah. I just don't have energy anymore. I just can't fight him no more. I just sit in the back of the room and I just watch TV. I just on my phone. That's all I do.
Well, you know what you have to do, right? You got to get Jay on a plane and have him come
right.
Word with it. Like he got energy for that.
I do got energy for that.
It's my friend Jay. It's just like dropping a bomb and just walk away, man.
Just walk away.
We can go at it.
Pull up a chair and just watch because he had to just go through the whole room of ignorance. It's just crazy.
You guys don't want to listen to me, so I brought somebody in that'll elaborate my point.
And that's somebody who will play with you.
I'm still not afraid to do a little wrestling around. Pause. Do a DDT on somebody.
Yeah, because he'll get them tired, and they're like, "Don't bring that motherfucker back."
Right.
All right, we'll read all you want. But you're good. I'm glad to hear that. Rob, how are you doing out there in Nevada, sir?
Out here it's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're getting some pretty disheartening stuff coming out of DC regarding the post office, which I'm not too happy about.
Oh, really? Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But at this point right now, it's just words. As far as I know, no executive order can dissolve the post office. It requires a complete act of Congress. So it just sounds like words right now. That has a lot of people kind of scared. But
could you and would you even? Why would you dissolve the post? Like that seems weird.
People do not understand. Regardless of if we lose money or we make money, we set the price for shipping. So if we go away, because we're in the Constitution and Congress regulates us, and we only make enough money to cover our operation costs.
Yeah.
So if that goes away, and then UPS, FedEx, Amazon, they can charge whatever they want because we won't be able to set the price anymore. So you guys can expect buying anything off the internet to be very expensive if the post office goes away.
And why would you want to get rid of the post office? It just seems like because doesn't all the Amazon, the UPS, they all use your infrastructure anyway. It's not like
yep.
Yeah, they do.
Since we have a mandate to go to every address, regardless of how far it is, and those other people don't. So when they want us to do what they call it, the last mile deliveries, they just give them to us. But they pay us to do it, I should say.
It's happening when people speak and don't actually think about what.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Go ahead.
Just a little tumultuous, I would say, right now.
All right. So I'm sorry to hear that, and you actually just reminded me of something I wanted to ask you guys. What fictional president would you put in office besides what we have right now?
Probably any of them.
Almost anybody.
What's his name?
I take Lex Luthor right now.
Debo from Fifth Element.
Dr. Doom. At least you know it's gonna be freaking organized.
I would take President Palmer from 24.
Oh yeah.
Just the only crazy thing, his wife will be close by, and she's a terrible person.
I haven't seen 24 in a long time.
She was. Yeah, I remember she was.
Yeah, Sherry was a terrible person.
All she cared about was him getting in office. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, she risked people's lives. It was that first season. I thought they was going to show that man smacking her when he thought Jack Bauer's daughter got killed, and she put the information out there. You got one, Mike? Yeah, you said. Did you say Lex?
I said Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom would be a good president. Everybody be happy.
Yeah, people in Latveria don't seem unhappy. Yeah. I mean, they ain't trying to escape.
Let me tell you something. They're safe in every crisis.
Right? You don't never see Latveria get messed up.
That's playing out right now in One World Under Doom. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's only one issue
true.
in, so we'll see how the rest of it goes.
Yeah. Now it's funny. Now what was the last? Oh, that blood hunt thing, and they went and visited him, and he's like, "Why are you here?" And it's like, "It's vampires." It's like, "It's vampires everywhere." It's like there aren't any here. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, but I forgot that was out. I'm so behind with
oh my god,
comics, Eagle playoff run, and then getting sick. I'm like way behind. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
So I'm permanently behind. So, but at least I'm in a better position than I was. But I'm permanently behind.
Like even today, I saw they're resetting the Batman comic. I'm like, damn, I'm still behind from the.
They're starting over. They're doing another number one.
I'm curious how that is. Batman, that comic has kind of painted him in the corner the last couple of years. Gordon wasn't commissioner, and it was just a lot of like irreversible stuff. It was just like whatever. But I'm with you, Mike. I'm way behind on Thor. Only thing I'm kind of current with is Transformers, and Justice League Unlimited.
I ain't current on anything. Everything is behind. And I think when I finish this Thundercat run, that'll be my most current book. Everything is.
How is that?
It's cool. It's cool. It's not quite as good as Transformers, but it's decent. It's just a different take as always.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, we got to go through that whole beginning again, and that's all it is. It's they just crashed on Earth. Lionel's dealing with being a man cub and just a little bit deeper. The best Thundercat run I still say is Thundercat: The Return. That's the dopest Thundercats ever made. So.
Okay. All right. Let's jump into it. Talk So Castlevania, last time we met, Castlevania had just come back, right? And that finished up. Overall thoughts, because I know when we were talking about Sonic last month being one of the more successful video game properties with their success of their 3 movies, along with the game. But Castlevania, what were the overall thoughts of that of the season? You can go first. Go ahead, Robert.
I was going to say, I thought it was pretty interesting. As far as the way the character design and the animation, they were all really, really good. Yeah. I got a lot of Berserk vibes from those monsters that the church was creating. Mm-hmm. With this just like, random appendages covering different parts, or the guy with like 6 arms behind him, and just everything very weird looking. I think they got some inspiration from that, with the eclipse. And the Egyptian elements, I do like that they added that in there too. That was pretty cool and very unique. Yeah. But yeah, overall, no, I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. Jay, you were going to speak. What you got?
I was just going to say I totally forgot to watch it.
Oh man. Okay. Well, you got some good episodes to.
Yeah, I'm going to get on it.
Mike, I know you did not watch the first series. Did you follow this one at all?
Not even a little bit. It didn't even cross my path.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're good. Terrence, Terrence, what you got, man?
I thought it was an excellent series. I liked it a lot. The animation was really good. I didn't enjoy the art style as much as the first series, because I thought the art style was a little sketchier than the first series. Like the line work was just a little, I don't know, just seemed a little more sketchier to me. Like it was more detailed, but in a sense, it was just a little overly detailed to me, if that makes more sense. I thought the artwork and the character design in the first series was a little cleaner, but I thought the animation, the way the characters, the way the motion of the characters and the action scenes, I thought it was really well choreographed in this one. So the action kicked ass, the story was well developed, so I did enjoy this series a lot.
Cool. So, like, I'm with you with your review. I thought the animation, I thought it was unique. I'll say that. Like, I thought the action sequences were really, really good. Almost like video game, like all the supers, and it was just really done well. The story was good, and I hope they come back with. I don't know where the story would go from here. I'm not familiar with Castlevania games at all because I did not play any of them. Yes, I know. But it was a good series. And like that Netflix, that whole series from the, I'm just going to count them all as one show. I don't know why they're separated like that when you're following that lineage or whatever. But it's overall, it's been like an A+ series. As far as story, action sequences, and just overall value. Like, I thought it was a good watch, and I hope they come back. Hope they come back soon with that, with something else from that. And let's see, did we watch the Fantastic Four trailer?
Yeah,
we did.
Mike, what did you think, sir?
It was cool. It was a trailer. I don't mean not to say like I was nonchalant, but I don't really get in the trailers, so I watched it. Nothing about it blew me away. This is again another people getting casuals. Again, I try not to even talk about it. They said what did they get mad at when they called the Fantastic Four the first family in Marvel? Oh, it's gonna be a family movie. Are you serious?
That's the Fantastic Four.
It's the Fantastic Four.
Exactly. They're just happy in their ignorance. Just go run off the street. Just stand in the. I don't have energy for it no more. But yeah, back to the trailer. it was decent. I thought everybody looked good. They didn't really show Reed's power, did they? They didn't show.
No, they didn't show it. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that looks, but I'm ready for it. I don't understand why it's set in the 60s, but I guess they'll explain it.
Well, I'll let you guys finish first.
I think it's going to be an alternate universe.
Well, they said that. Yeah, they said that. Did you get anything from the trailer, Jay? Anything?
I kind of, I'll mirror what's been said already. It's like it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not like I didn't watch it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I definitely gotta go watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go see it, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hype yet.
Okay.
No.
Who was that? Rob or Terrence? Whoever wants to go first, you can go. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I don't think it is the '60s. I think it's just got the aesthetics of a '60s retrofuturism,
Mm-hmm.
where like they got the technology. That's where they peaked, and everything just kind of follows the aesthetic of it. It kind of makes me think that because they're obviously pretty famous. They have action figures and everything that they're the ones who created whatever utopia they seem to live in, and everybody's benefiting from it. That's why it kind of follows the aesthetic that they've created in the '60s.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, I mean, it didn't really reveal too much, other than the fact that apparently Pedro Pascal never has to change his look, regardless of what movie he's in.
He did look like he looked. Yeah.
It's just Pedro Pascal.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, is that Maxwell Lord? Oh no, that's the Mandalorian. Oh wait, no, that's Joel. That's Joel.
He did look like a very clean Joel.
Yeah, but I don't remember Reed Richards having the mustache goatee combo going on there, but everything looked good. Thing looked all right. I think they focused a little too much on him cooking for that trailer.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he's still cooking. We get it. He's in the bear. You got to capitalize on that popularity, I guess. But beyond that, yeah, it looks good.
Terrence?
Yeah, I liked it. I'm not overly hyped. I don't get overly hyped for any trailers anymore. But it's a decent trailer. I'm not any more excited to go see it than I was when I heard about it. It's pretty much what I expected from everything I was reading about it. So, I'm going to go check it out. I like the way the Thing looks. He looks like the Thing from the comics, so I like that. Like that. From what we can see, Galactus looks like Galactus. Mm-hmm. They didn't try and think outside the box. He looks like Galactus. When we see the face, we'll really know something there. Hopefully they didn't try and do something weird there. But from what we can see, Galactus looks like Galactus, not a fucking weird cloud or anything dumb like that. So
give him a MODOK face.
Reveal, yeah. Yeah. Or fucking if he's got like a goatee or something weird like that, then we'll see. But beyond that, I everything looks like Fantastic Four. I like the retro futurism thing. That's an interesting take on things. The only thing I didn't like about it was two things. I didn't like that Pedro Pascal just sounds kind of wooden. He just sounds kind of dead inside. And I didn't like at the end. I hope this was just for the trailer and it's not actually in the movie. But when you hear that chorus go, Fantastic Four, I'm like, please just be for the trailer. I hope that's not like actual music that's in the movie, because that's god awful. So yeah, so that was it's a decent little trailer, nice little appetizer.
Okay. Like you guys, I didn't get. I'm like, my response to a trailer really depends on what's in it, and like there wasn't too much in it. Like the Thing looked good, the cast, it looked strong. There's really nothing to react to. I am glad to see Fantastic Four. Like this is happening. When they came over from Fox, people were excited for the X-Men, and understandably so. But I followed Fantastic Four back in the day, and I was ready for them to get an MCU treatment. But that was back when they had some substance. So I'll see what this movie is hitting for. I'm going to go see it, but I'll wait till the next trailer. Everything looked good. I'm interested. I was interested before the trailer, so yeah, I'm still on track to go see it. So it looks good. It looks on track. I'm gonna use a work term that I use in my emails. Everything's on track. Everything's on track for me. Okay. Quick note. Last of Us is coming back, I think, next month or the month after that. They're planning on 4 seasons, which is curious. I don't know how you're going to get 4 seasons out of 2 games. I think they mentioned the next season will be broken in half. But real curious about how they're going to get 4 seasons out of that. Nowadays, that could be 8 episodes. So
right,
we don't know. There was something I wanted to mention. There is a new Onimusha game coming out, but they have also gave news on Onimusha 2 coming out, which for me, I think a couple of you guys played the series. Is that correct? That game, Onimusha 2 is a top 10 game for me all time. Mm-hmm. I love that game. There were different choices you can make in that game to take different paths. So excited for this remaster. Like, honestly, I'll pay whatever they ask. I'm so happy that's coming out. And there is a Devil May Cry series coming out in April 3rd. Did any guys follow the game when those first came out?
Yeah.
Which one? Devil May Cry?
Yeah, Devil May Cry. Yeah,
I did 1 or 2. Like the first 2, I think I played. I enjoyed them. I just kind of fell off, but there was no problem with the game. Right. I was more in Onimusha. Okay. I was definitely in that way more.
There's a new Ninja Gaiden coming out too.
I thought it dropped already. Is there another one?
Yeah, there's a new one. There's Ninja Gaiden 4, and then they dropped the remaster of Ninja Gaiden Black, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a brand new one coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last Ninja Gaiden game I played, I had to just quit. It
was too hard.
That was too hard. I had to stop that shit. It'll stress you out.
Yeah, those games, I might have more patience for that. I mentioned to you guys a couple months ago, like, Wukong was hard as shit. And, like, I couldn't put it down. But I remember playing Ninja Gaiden on, was it Dreamcast? It was on some system, and I put it down too, Mike. I was like, I'm not playing this. This shit ain't even fun.
Right. This is hard for no reason.
Yeah, like, why?
Right now, what are you doing?
Yeah, so, like, I put it down. So I am with you with that. I'm the Mushu. Any thoughts, Terrence? Jay, I know Mike gave his input.
I always liked the Onimusha series, so you know, I won't be playing it because I don't have a PS5. So,
what do you have?
Xbox.
Xbox. Nobody's on that, man.
I know. I'm trying to stay away from y'all.
Listen, I will not. I will.
But I'll tell you what, though. I think I'm done with Xbox and Microsoft, though. Their new path is terrible. It's like, why even bother with the Xbox? But I'm not going to buy a PS5 because they already announced PS6. So
that's a little ridiculous.
I'll stick with my Xbox for a couple more years and get PS6.
So PS6, what's it going to be, like $1,000?
I know, right?
Yeah. This is my last system. I don't
I think the PS6 will be my last system. I don't know if I'll go beyond that.
Yeah,
I might switch to PC.
Say what now?
I might switch to PC.
I don't see me playing any more games right now. When I pick up a game, I play 15 minutes. I don't play a game for a month, 2 months.
It's not as fun as they used to be.
Close to see, I won't say that. Like, what are you playing? Like, see, first, number one,
nothing.
Number one, you're alone. Okay, like I don't think any system is better. I just think more people are on one. Like, I think if you ask like 10 people, they like 6 or 7 gonna be like, I'm on.
But the reason I haven't bought a PS5 is because there's not too many games. I'm just like,
What was the last? Well, okay, so
like there's no exclusive that I'm clamoring to play. Like, like are there things that I would get? Sure, but I'm not just like, oh man, I need to get this, or it's going to change my life.
You want to know what part of that is too? They cost so much now. You can't even afford to take a risk. Like I gotta research a game. Like I want to see like how it plays and everything before I was it $70?
$70-$80 now.
$70,
and that's why I like the Game Pass because you pay a little bit and you get to play everything. But now they raised the Game Pass up. It's like what are y'all doing?
All the free games from Sony, man. There's so many free games they're giving out.
They do.
And they do the same thing with Xbox, though.
Yeah. But I think the PS4 was actually a better system than PS5. I just think it was less complicated. You get on, you look at your PS Plus, get your games, call it a day. I've said this before online. You get on PS5 and the menu, you could literally just look at menu shit for 3 days and not touch a game.
You sound real old right now.
Oh, yeah, you are sound a little old.
I don't give a damn. I told y'all I'm about tired of games, period.
Like, son, come turn this thing on for me. I'm trying to find Spider-Man.
Turn on this Betamax.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I can't even play a game. I try to avoid the whole PS Plus. It's too much.
It's hard to explain, right? Like, there's definitely a shelf life for certain kind of games, like online play. Like, I didn't do it for a really long time, and even now, when I get online with Destiny, like I'm just I show like that I'm not on. I just want to move at my own pace. Like sometimes I don't even want to talk to people. Like I'm just here to shoot shit and move on. Now, like I've been getting into offline games more. I enjoy being able to pause something, walk away, go do something, and then come back and moving at my own pace. Now, the last couple of games, like it really is. It's been Destiny. Wukong was probably the one I took the biggest leap on. Like I came home one day and the trailer popped up on the game when I picked it up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like talking animals and all this stuff, but the mythology, and it made me like actually read up more on the character. Like that was probably one of the better purchases I've made in the last couple of years. But Mike, I get what you're saying, and sometimes I guess you got to know when to hang them up. Like I understand. I don't know. I think I'll be playing games for a while.
Yeah, I'm not going to give up games, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying any new systems. As and the leaps in technology isn't like it. Back in the day, it was like we went from 8-bit to 16-bit. We were like, whoa, like
100%.
Now it's not like that anymore. It's like, okay, it's a new system because we got to get it, not because like the visuals are so crazy.
You're right.
There's not that big difference in 4 to 5.
It's not that big a leap.
You want to know, like one of the biggest thing I always laugh at is probably because I worked with cell phones for so long. Like these phones don't do like when they keep pushing these new phones. I'm like that phone
do the same thing.
Like you want to know I'm gonna tell you what they're selling. They're selling the camera. Camera's the only thing they can update. Like I'm not buying something for $500 or whatever dollars or contract or whatever it is they do now for a camera. Like I'm sorry,
but they play you because they start messing with your phones though. They start. Was it a programmed obsolescence or something? What do they call it? Something like that.
Yeah, planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
What's that iPhone thing? Because I had my Note for like 5 or 6 years. I'm like, it's still working. Like the one thing, this is one thing that pisses me off though with Samsung. It's like an update like every week, and the apps. It's like, damn, I just updated this shit last week, and like they take away your memory, and I'm looking like, where all my memory going? Like, and it's like I need all these apps, but the apps keep getting bigger. I'm just like, god damn. So that is the one thing that bothers me.
We are sounding real old though, right?
Yeah, I just caught myself. That shit. I'm gonna sound like Mike now. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it, I'm 50.
Kevin Hart over there. Okay.
Hold on, before we get off the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to move you real quick.
Yeah.
Again, I work with a bunch of kids. And it was we were watching a little bit of Sony was it State of Game or Game State of whatever it's called, and on the movie it was basically a trailer, like a little. They were just showing little clips of each game. On the Musha pops up, my eyes pop. I'm looking. Okay, I'm interested. These little brats are talking about, oh, this looks boring. I said, what?
They don't.
Y'all literally can watch 8 hours of Minecraft.
Right?
Yeah. Just watching it. You're not even playing.
Just watching it.
You can watch just 8 hours of just people showing buildings in Minecraft like it's the most entertaining shit ever. But that looks boring to you? Okay, yeah, I'm done. That's actually what I think I just gave up on it. That moment
like I'm giving up.
Really gave up.
It's a wrap.
There's no point even talking to y'all no more.
I'm the Mushu. Yeah, it's a lot of good memories of that game.
A lot of good game. It's
one of the better looking games too. And like all the Omnimushu intros were all very good. They were like little movies. Just really looking forward to that.
Jean Renault, who was in Onimusha 3,
yep,
has expressed interest to coming back if they ever wanted him. He said, "I'll get in the mocap suit if you want me for Onimusha 4." So I know the other one is Origins, so I think it's a prequel, right?
Origins? Oh, I don't know.
That's the new one.
The new one?
The new one is Origins.
See, okay. I didn't know it was like an Origins one. I wonder how that'll go.
Either way, they got that I'll play.
Yeah, it was Saminosuke in the first and third one, and it was Jubei in the second one.
Jubei, yeah.
And like Saminosuke was in the fourth one, the forgotten fourth one, but he was in disguise the whole game. Like I think it was the after credit scene that revealed
I forgot there was
him.
One.
Yeah, it was that, and they had a battle game,
a fighting game.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all looking forward now to Musha. So before we get into Cap, I actually got a couple more things. Invincible's back. Have you guys been watching?
I need to catch up on it.
Episode 3. That's as far as I made it, but it's decent. Straight.
Yeah. Always consistent. Terrence, you been watching?
Negative.
No interest?
No.
That show, it's funny. I like the show a lot, but like you never know when it's back. Like it just pops up and like somebody should be fired.
Right.
Like it's
they don't
just
advertise
there.
At all.
No, and this, when Temu got a new movie, like I know immediately. I don't care, but like like I know about it. Invincible, like it's something else that's just consistently good. They're doing it different. They released the first 2 episodes, and each week they're releasing a new one instead of giving it all to you at once.
Okay.
Before we get into Cap, Cobra Kai. Now I know you want to talk about Cobra Kai, Terrence. Let's you go first. Who else has been following the show?
I need to watch that last season. I need to finish it off.
Mike, no for you?
Yeah, I stopped at like 2 or 3. I enjoyed it. I just got busy and never went back.
All right. Me and Terrence will talk. That's fine. Go ahead, Terrence.
Yes, so finally we finished off this long-ass season that they just put out there in the dribs and drabs because they put it out there in 3 parts. You got 5 episodes here, 5 episodes there, and they finally dribbled out the last 5 episodes. And it just came out of nowhere because I was on Netflix watching because I had seen something got spoiled for me about Dragon Ball Daima, so I went on Netflix to watch Dragon Ball Daima, and all of a sudden I see the last 5 episodes of Cobra Kai in there. I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching this. So like 1 a.m, I'm sitting there watching the last 5 episodes of Cobra Kai, and it ended gloriously in all its cheesy glory. Everybody got their happy send off. So it was good stuff. I kind of didn't like the way Daniel just kind of said, yeah, I quit. I'm pulling everybody out. But the way it worked out the way it needed to with Cobra Kai getting to step forward again and put their champions forward, and we got to see what's his name step forward again. He got to get his trophy. We saw the role reversal where in the first Karate Kid, LaRusso got the he got the trophy, and what's his name was like, hey, you all right, LaRusso? We saw a little role reversal of that. So everybody got everybody got their flowers in the end, and I thought it was a great send off to a long running show that, in my opinion, it went a little too long, but at the end they stuck the landing at the end, and I was happy to see that. And unlike, say, another long running Netflix show, the kids don't look too old. The kids still look like they're in high school. They don't look like they're in doing their postgraduate studies.
Yeah, they were getting close, but you're right. And I looked up the kids. So you want to know how old the kid is who played Miguel? You know how old he is?
Oh,
30.
He's 23.
Yeah,
really?
So like he was. That's been on 7 seasons. So he was like a kid when it started. The oldest one of the kids. You guess which one of the who's the oldest out of all those kids? Who do you think is the oldest?
I'm gonna guess the oldest is Daniel's daughter.
Correct. She's like 28.
Okay.
So she's somebody's mama. But I'm with you. So they got 7 seasons out of this, and they got a lot of lore out of. I don't know how they got all this from 3 movies. And I'm not saying it's not like they milked it. They just like expanded it. Like the stories were good. I'm with you with it went too long. I don't know what was going on with this last season where the first half of the season it was like the Mortal Kombat tournament, and then they came back to the States and had the Valley tournament like it should have been anyway. Then that kid dying, and then nobody was arrested. Like everybody just went home.
Yeah, right.
Like the secret origins of the Cobra Kai. It was like when Cobra found Cobra La, and like it was like the deep root Cobra Kai over there, and the girl killed her grandfather, and she took leadership, and she had a happy ending. I was like, there's no repercussions for killing anybody.
Oh, yo. What about that deep fake Mr. Miyagi?
Oh, my God. It scared the shit out of me.
Shit ever.
I was like, is that Mr. Miyagi? And like, I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was... I
was like, if you don't think you can pull it off right, just don't fucking do it.
Right. It looked like one of those virtual fighters from the arcade game with the face over. Like, it was just like, God.
Like, don't disrespect Pat Morita like that.
Right.
Don't do it. Just show an old guy from the back of his head.
Well, yeah, with a shadow. Yeah, cut his head. Right. And speaking of Mr. Miyagi's one, like he's like a top movie character for me, man. He's like breathe, we go fishing, relax. Like you ain't gotta fight, don't do it. But like when it was time, he threw down, and like one of the coolest characters ever. Like he couldn't have been in that show because it wouldn't have went 7 seasons. It would have went 2. Like it was like really like it was so much simple nonsense in this show. How when they had peace, like the fighting would start again. It was always with the kids. It wasn't the kids. It was Daniel and
Johnny.
Johnny.
I couldn't remember his name for some reason a few minutes ago. I kept spazzing on his name.
Yeah, I was really if you love the Karate Kid movies, like this is like everything. They got so much good stuff out of those movies, and they were fortunate. Like honestly, the only person who wasn't available was Pat. Like everybody that was in those movies came back. Even what's the third the bad guy in the third one?
Silver.
Silver. Say that again.
Hilary Swank.
She was. They didn't bring back.
Yeah, she wasn't acknowledged. Like
they're like, nah.
But it was like she was
Daniel's crew. Then pretty much.
Yeah, because the only person that would have had a connection to her was Miyagi. He wasn't there. It would have been nice for her to show up. I know they were talking at one point, but
She ain't doing shit else, is she?
I don't know. Not
they should have had Jaden Smith come through with that little castle on his head.
Well, it's funny. Like when that show started, they said that wasn't part of their universe, but now they're saying it is. And that movie. Well, you guys have seen trailers for the movie. I don't. If you haven't, like LaRusso's in there with Jackie Chan's character.
Yeah,
so yeah. So
That's good.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah,
they brought back every random character they could. It'd be like background characters from the movies, like a random like crossing guard or a janitor. They would bring back.
Yeah,
they like everybody coming back.
Everybody is good because everybody was willing to come back. Like the lead up to Terry Silver is like underrated, like 80s. Early 90s, like, bad guy. He just is. And I fucking love Terry Silver.
That boat explosion.
Oh, like that was so dramatic. I'm like, what are they doing? And they're old as shit. Like, it was these two old men fighting to the death. So the other guy that Kreese knocked out, he's dead too, huh?
Yeah. That guy was just doing his job, you know? Kreese just going to take him out. He gets taken out on the boat. I'm like, damn, he was doing his job. He was a random blackie.
Was that the finale, or was that just an event that happened?
No, it was an event that happened. He kept them from going after the family's Kreese because him and Johnny had some resolution.
You're going to take out somebody's family just to keep somebody from going to a karate tournament. Like,
right.
This is wild.
Right.
Wild. A karate tournament. We're going to take out families to keep people from going to karate tournaments.
Well, Silver took everything too far. Like just going undercover, being his friend, and had the guys like hold him hostage over that water basin and everything just to get him to sign a contract. Like, yeah, bro, like you said, it's karate. You're risking my life. So, that being said, I loved all those movies in the show. And
I like that Kreese changed his ways in the end.
Yeah.
What he did to Johnny. He was like, son, I'm sorry. Yeah. I wish I could change things.
And that was real. Like, Johnny was telling him, like, you turned on me. Like, I was looking for guidance, and you just treated me like you abandoned me. And, like, that impacted his life. And, it was a nice scene. And, I would watch that series over. It was a good stuff. It was a good series, and I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
Because everybody was getting a little old there. Okay. So it's going to bring us to what we're here to talk about, and that's Captain America: New Worlds. And I saw this last weekend, and I liked it. I didn't hate it. It was a good movie. Mike, you want to go first with your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, sure, I'll go first. I liked it. I had no problem with it. Well, I had some issues, but nothing to take away from the movie. I thought Sam did a good job being Captain America. I thought Anthony Mackie did a good job playing Sam. I mean, I think it was just a good movie. I like the relationship between him and I forget the kid's name with the new Falcon. I thought what's his name? The leader.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he looked a little bit more savage than I was expecting. I didn't expect him to come out looking like that. I was like, oh.
I was wondering how they were going to pull him off.
Yeah, but it felt more like a Hulk sequel than a Captain America. But
I felt like it was.
Yeah, it really was just But I'll take it. But it was still a good movie. It wasn't bad. And I know what y'all want me to get to, but now I'll say it. For me, if you look at this, which everybody's going to compare, for me, this was better than Cap 1. It was, and I'll say it here, and I say it.
Objection.
I don't disagree with that. With that.
It was.
Cap 1 is real mediocre.
We gonna fight. We gonna fight.
But I've been saying that since the other world. We was in the other place.
You've been consistent with that, yeah.
It is. it would be out of the 4 cat movies to me. It'd be number 3 because Winter Soldier's still number 1, and Civil War had everybody and their mama in it, so it was good. But yeah, it was a good movie. I mean, he would do it to not have super soldier serum. He would do a super soldier shit though. When he went through like 4 feet of concrete, he should have been dead a lot. He really should have.
That's not vibranium.
It had to be because dude was surviving. What was it? But no, again, I'd recommend it. My wife wants to go see it. I'm gonna take her to go see it because she couldn't go. When she first got sick before she gave it to me.
Gave you the cooties.
Yeah, she gave me the damn cooties.
What's the letter grade for it, Mike?
For me, I give it a B.
Okay.
I enjoyed the movie. I had no qualms except for that. I did have questions about what's my man's name? Carl
Ross.
No, the guy from
Esposito.
No, the Black Cat in America, the other Black Cat in America.
Isaiah Bradley.
Bradley. In the comics, he don't talk anymore, does he? He's not that.
He's in a childlike state, right?
Right. He's not that fluid. He's just there most of the time. They sit him in the corner or something, and he smiles. Okay, I don't remember him doing all this walking around, talking and training. But okay. But other than that, that's it. I'm good. I enjoy the movie.
B's pretty good. Jay, what you got, man?
Oh well, I just saw it today, so it's still fresh in my mind. But I dug it. I kind of I echo what Mike said. I like it better than the first Cap. It was kind of slow in the middle because it's like you're waiting for Ross to turn into the Red Hulk because they don't hide the fact that he's going to be the Red Hulk at all. Like
at all.
So even with the whatever kind of surprise we were going to have was like, no. So they could have busted that little way faster because it gave a big lull in the middle of the movie. The action was tight. Like you got Falcon Cap surfing on a missile, trying like there was some action sequences. There's like one of the things I look for is like, are you going to show me something I haven't seen before? And I haven't seen anybody surfing on a missile yet, so they get A+ for that. Yeah, he was doing some like I actually want him to get the super soldier serum now. At this point, is like just give him the super soldier serum
for his safety.
For his just he deserves it. You got this dude getting stabbed in the chest with knives and hatchets and
yeah.
And, if he had the super soldier serum, he would in the MCU he would be better than Steve Rogers. He would be a better Cap because he was kicking ass just with the wings. So if he had the wings and the super soldier serum, he'd be a beast.
I don't disagree with that at all.
The Red Hulk was cool. I kind of don't. I don't like the way the character build up for the Red Hulk because in the comics he wanted to be the Red Hulk. He went out his way to become the Red Hulk. This is kind of like he got tricked into it, and it was like, I don't know. It was like, oh, I gotta make up with my daughter, but now I can't because I'm the Red Hulk. Boo hoo! Like you're gonna watch the cherry blossoms fall, and it's gonna bring me out of it. Like I don't know.
Then they said Liv Tyler's back. Yeah, she was in for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, for a second. Right. It's like, oh, I love you, Daddy. Okay, thanks, babe.
Hey, what about the little lady, the tiny ass?
Oh yeah. See, like everybody got some super soldiers. Like, give him the super soldier serum. Right. You got like in the comics, it doesn't feel like there's that many super soldiers.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
In the MCU.
Like, on MCU, yeah. Well, how many are there? Like you gonna count?
Feels like
it's Guardian, it's Bucky, it's Cap,
and the Widows seem like they're kind of super soldiery too.
They do, but they didn't say they were given anything, right?
I don't know if they never say it, but they're kind of like implied.
In the comics, they have something, don't they?
Yeah, there's something going on with the Red Room.
And then they went in the Red Room. Do you think she's gonna be Silver Saber, or whoever? She's from Israel, right?
She's Sabra.
Sabra. Yeah,
she's a mutant.
She's strong. Like she's strong enough to fight the Hulk in the comics.
Oh, and she's that strong. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's strong. And they changed her. They changed the character.
There was a lot of changes. They when I get to my portion, they did cut a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not familiar with her character.
I only saw her once, and back in the day, she was fighting the Hulk when he had merged all his personalities back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
And, like, she's strong. And
Okay.
she can fly? Yeah, I don't know if it's with the aid of something else, but she can fly. I think she had a cape helps her fly or whatever. Jay, were you? Did you have any other points?
Let me see. Is there anything? Oh, one thing that I appreciated, and I don't know why I appreciate it, but it's kind of like maybe it's just like a pet peeve. I'm kind of glad that racism wasn't his antagonist. Like he got to be Captain America and not like Captain Negro. Like, you know what I mean? Like people were calling him Cap the whole time.
They were very accepting. They really were.
It was like, okay, I appreciate it.
The fans, they did the general hate they always did.
Right. So, overall, I'm with Mike. I'll give it a B. I think it's a bright spot in the current MCU. Like MCU is pretty shitty now.
That I will definitely agree with.
I like if it keeps going on this trajectory, I'll be back in line.
Well, see, you want to know what helped this? It was a character we already were invested in. It's a franchise that we, like it's just interest. Like I understand wanting to expand, but you can't do it with every character.
Yeah,
just like every character doesn't need a magazine. Right. Like some characters are side dishes. They if I tell you, I can't even think of some obscure character, but like you're like, well, why are you doing this? Why? Well, how does this person have a movie before Ghost Rider? How does this person have a solo movie before? I don't know, but like or Blade. Okay, right. So it all depends on the characters, and like the one thing I will say that when they have done pretty well the last couple of years, it's with like I'm gonna say legacy characters. The only franchises that kind of suffered was Ant-Man. I don't know what happened with that. Like I love the first two, and Black Panther, of course, was missing T'Challa. It was a very depressing movie. Looking back at it,
I still haven't seen it.
I'm surprised you saw this movie. You lifted your MCU embargo there, so
it's not an official embargo.
Okay,
it's only
it's selective.
It's not a true trade war.
Okay, all right. Let's hear what you got, Terrence.
Well, it's funny. Jay mentioned that racism isn't his enemy in this movie, but with all our glowing reviews, not glowing, but we're all saying it's pretty good. This has the lowest cinema score of any MCU movie released yet. So maybe racism is actually
behind the scenes 100%. So the crowd, they decided beforehand they was gonna hate this movie.
Yeah.
So racism is still his enemy. So, but anyway, yeah, I liked it. It's a decent Captain America movie and an odd Hulk movie. So
yeah.
But I already dig Sam. So Anthony Mackie, he was good in this. I like the relationship between him and Falcon and him and Isaiah. I thought their scenes together were really good. It's funny because a lot of the reviews that I've seen after I saw the movie said, "Oh, I hated the dialogue," but I thought all the scenes between those guys played off well. So the only bit of dialogue I didn't like, and it was one like little trivial scene, was when Harrison Ford was talking to who was his one security lady, the black lady, and he said, "Have you talked to?" He goes, "Have you talked to? Have you talked to Betty, my daughter?" It's like, yeah, he knows she's your daughter. So it was like, I thought that could have been written better. But beyond that, I thought the dialogue in the movie was pretty good outside of that awkward little thing. So, people complain about dialogue. I thought the dialogue was handled rather well. The leader looking kind of weird. That was, I thought that design was part of the reshoots, because if you look on Google and you see some of the like early design work, he's got his regular like giant tall head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have worked.
Yeah, so his where
the pre-big head leader.
Yeah, like the way he looks now, that's definitely part of the reshoots. Diamondback, the chick with the pink hair, she was also in the movie and
wasted.
Yeah, so she got cut out, and I think what's his name? Played by
the wrestler.
He was originally played by Seth Collins. Is the same?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Yeah, he was originally played by Seth Rollins. So I think him and Rosa Salazar, who played Diamondback, they had a lot of scenes together. So that was all scrapped by reshoot. So I don't know what was so bad. Maybe it was that Seth Rollins couldn't act, and that's why they cut all that stuff. Or they just wanted to cut out a lot of the Serpent Society stuff altogether and just like rely less on that. But yeah, a lot of that stuff got scrapped, which is funny because I think they released the McDonald's Happy Meal toys last year, like almost a year ago. So that stuff was kind of already out there, like some of the Red Hulk toys and the Diamondback toys. So that stuff was kind of already out there in the wind. So kids could see these toys, and these characters aren't even, in the movie. So it's like, what the hell? This girl with pink hair isn't even in the movie. What the hell is this? And so anybody wondering about some of these design choices, they were characters missing. That's all scratch stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so from a writing standpoint, I don't understand some of the decisions to make this kind of a sequel to The Incredible Hulk, a movie that came out 17 years ago.
The second MCU movie?
Yeah, I don't understand why reach back that far and not tie it more into Captain America stuff. I don't really get that decision, but whatever. Like I said, I still enjoyed the movie a lot. Like Anthony Mackie, he plays this role very well as a continuation of the series Captain America. I mean, at the time it was called Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought it was really good. I liked the small cameo from Bucky. Thought that was good. It was funny when he was saying I should have taken serum. Then Bucky's trying to give him the speech about Steve gave you the shield because this, that, and the other. Then afterwards, he's like, fucking Bucky, I should have taken the serum.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though is that if the movie was trying to show the difference between someone with the serum and a regular guy trying to be Captain America,
they failed on that.
They failed on that because this suit more than makes up for not
more than makes up for it.
I mean, Iron Man here.
Yeah, because Captain America, Steve Rogers, would have had a much tougher time trying to take on Hulk than Sam did with the suit. Trust me on that.
That's true.
100%.
Yeah,
that suit was badass.
Yeah, that suit was more durable than any Tony suits in any of the movies. And
it had the Black Panther blast.
That's Wakanda strong, man.
So this suit more than made up for any deficiencies that he had not having the serum. So on that front. But just walk around in everyday life. I was thinking to myself when he's at the bar early on, and everybody's like, "Yo, Cap, the beer's on me." I'm thinking to myself, anybody could just take a shot at him at any time because it's not like the suit is nanotech like Iron Man, had, where he could just the suit could just cover him up at any time. So when he's just walking around, just regular old Sam, anybody could just take a shot at him.
That's kind of what happened to him when he was in his truck.
Yeah,
that was an ill scene though. When he shot the window out and threw the grenade in the window, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of ill."
That was good.
Yeah, so that's a time when you would wish that you had the serum. When you just walk around your everyday life and you don't have, everybody knows who you are. You're a public figure. That's when you want the serum. Anybody can just take a shot at you at any old time, and you're just a regular guy. And if the shield's not on your back at all times, or you don't have, you don't just happen to have a vibranium mesh underneath your clothes, I think Sidewinder said something like, "Oh, you got Kevlar mesh or something like that on you." He just happened to have, you're going to get taken out. So that's why you want to have the serum running through you, just as that extra backup.
Insurance,
yeah. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. There's, they had some deficiencies. It's definitely number 4 on my list of Captain America movies because, like you, Q, I definitely enjoyed the first one.
Thank you.
That's one of my. I think that's one of my favorite MCU movies. But Winter Soldier being the tops. Probably my favorite MCU movie of all time. But yeah, it's definitely. I don't understand why it's I do in a way because this country being what it is, having the lowest cinema score. I don't know how it's got the fucking Love and Thunder. Come on, how does it get a lower cinema score than Love and Thunder? Come the fuck on.
He said it best in that little what was it? A little monologue in the Falcon Winter Soldier. Like I'm a black man carrying the Stars and Stripes. They waiting for me to fail. Goddamn it! It was a prediction. It was a prophecy. He prophesied that moment. And this is exactly what happened. People didn't even give this movie a shot. They wanted it. Maybe that's just me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Robert.
No, you're right.
So like he told those politicians at the end of that show, do better. Come on, people, do better.
Yeah, any traditional white character that's being played by a black, character is going to get that hate, and without people even looking in, reading, and understanding why the transition happened. Terrence, what do you give it? What was your grade?
I give it a B-. It's not the greatest MCU movie of all time, and I think there's 35 of these things out there right now. It'll take me a while to figure out where it goes in the complete list of rankings. It's not a top 10. I don't even know if it's a top 15 or 20.
Well, it's funny.
I don't know where it is, but it's not below Love and Thunder. Come on.
I'm going to ask you guys that question after when we're all done. Where you place this? I'll give you a couple movies and we'll give a good idea. Robert, what you got, man? What you got?
Man, I don't know if I have anything else I can really add.
Took all your points.
Hit all the points. I do like the tone of the film being shifted towards more grounded and more reality based things, despite the giant thing sticking out of the ocean. The introduction of adamantium was cool. I kind of wish we got to see. I kind of wish we got to see inside of it, kind of like Nowhere. Yeah. We get to see the people because they showed they got research bases and mining operations going on inside there to harvest the adamantium. But again, I liked it. It was more serious. I couldn't even off the top of my head think of any jokes that were said. I know Falcon had the kind of a more lackadaisical attitude, but he wasn't like quipping the whole time. Right. So that kind of helped. I really liked the air combat dogfight between the Americans and the Japanese and those two trying to stop them. That was really well done. As for I think the only thing that could have made this movie even better is if they did not use the Red Hulk as promotional material. If they just let us, I mean, we all know as comic book fans, Thunderbolt is the Red Hulk. But if they would have saved that and let the slow build up through the movie, him and his pills, like he's acting like he might have a heart problem, but he's actually got like a rage problem, especially when he hit that table the first time. There's something else is going on. I think that would have added much more intrigue to the movie, because you can kind of tell that this movie was cut apart and put back together because of the conflict in Israel. They had to basically mute that character, the smallest Black Widow ever.
Oh, she was
I think I forget what I was listening to, but somebody called it the most distractingly small actress you could get to be. and the fact that it came out in after such a tumultuous election, they had to obviously, I think, tone down some of that as well. So the political intrigue wasn't as polarizing as it could have been. But as for where it stands, I think it's a pretty good movie. And I give it a B- also. All right. I think Anthony Mackie acted his ass off in this movie, and he showed that he wants to be a leading man, and he has the chops to do it.
All right. I will not repeat some of the things you guys have said. I thought it was a good movie. Not the greatest, but I didn't hate it. It's far from the worst. I thought it was a good start for Mackie if they're gonna like give him a trilogy and have him more involved going forward. The only thing I will nitpick on, this is a nit of the pick, because I hate when MCU does this, when they use names of characters or groups just to name drop. Like they wasted the society on this. Somebody that's familiar with them, like you could have used these guys for some of the street level guys. They're kind of in between, like the powers of the team range from like really good fighters to some strong guys and some mind control aspects. Diamondback was, I think Terrence's sounded like he was familiar. She dated Cap Steve Rogers for a while, and that was actually a good run when she was in that magazine with him. That's the only thing that's worth mentioning. I just hate when they do that. They did it with damage control, sword, services side, crossbones. Like crossbones is one of the biggest misses. Talking about Captain America was one of the bigger misses, misuse of names, and that comes to mind right now. But that's the only issue I had. I hate when they do that. I gave the movie, I gave it a B minus, but it's a good start, and it was a bright spot for all the reasons that we were talking about. Character that's been around since Phase 2, and he's come a long way. The enemies, Red Hulk leader, they were misplaced. I would have liked to have seen like a Hulk or some kind of team up with the Hulk or whatever, and have him deal with fighting Ross again as the Red Hulk, dealing with the leader. But it is what it is. It's a good movie. It was a good start, and I would look forward to Mackie. The after credit scenes, I think that's just pertaining to the incursions that are they're trying to use. So we'll see.
That's how they're going to get the X-Men in.
Oh, right there. When I heard him say adamantium, I peed a little bit. I was like, "That's what we we coming, y'all." I just a little bit. I was like, "That's." Oh, I got so happy when I heard that. Just we coming.
They're going to turn the Celestial Island into Krakoa.
Hey, look, mate,
I mean, that's it's a nice little connection there. I do have one question. So they mentioned that the Avengers kind of haven't been around because of the Accords. So is that the reason why they haven't gathered? Like I know it was mentioned briefly. I thought that would be kind of strange considering they saved everybody in Endgame, and that a government ruling would still keep them apart.
Yeah, all I know is other than them mentioning the Avengers, so I think Avengers Doomsday starts filming in March, and we have 2 movies, and we still don't have an Avengers team.
They're probably going to be formed on the fly during that movie.
Bring everybody back. Bring the original cast back.
I think that could be why the Thunderbolts movie has an asterisk.
See, I go ahead.
My prediction was while watching this movie, and then it made me immediately think of the Thunderbolts, is maybe that's Bucky's first attempt at putting together an Avengers team. Sorry, not Bucky. Sam's.
Really?
Yeah, because the president wanted him to bring the team together.
He did. I thought the asterisk would be because they're going to remix the Dark Avengers, and they will be an Avengers team, but maybe with something in the front or the back. Just too many similarities to Dark Avengers. They're moving into the tower after the Avengers left, like what happened in the comics. Sentry we'll see if he survives this movie, Thunderbolt movie. But a lot of villains, and some of them like Ghost. Bucky's reformed now, but they're like a ragtag group. I don't know if they're going to try to put together like another like Suicide Squad type thing, but
and he's running for Congress too, right? So is he going to be like? I guess he's going to lose his election.
I am interested in Thunderbolts too. That probably is one of the more. I can't wait for that one just because it's curious. I wonder how that's going to come off.
Yeah, and supposedly that's the first project or first movie with Feige being fully back in control because this Brave New World, with all the reshoots, that was still when what's his name, before Bob Iger put Feige fully back under control.
Okay. So he did lose control at one point.
Yeah, because remember, before Bob Iger came back, it was that other guy, the other Bob.
The other Bob.
I can't remember his name right now, but Feige had to answer to somebody else, and then I don't know when all the stuff with the Disney Plus shows started going astray. Bob Iger came back and he gave Feige back kind of his full power that he had before.
Okay. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Too many chefs, too many cooks in the kitchen, and especially when nothing was wrong. But that's definitely good to hear. So Thunderbolts is this year, right? What month is that dropping?
May, I think.
It's May.
Okay.
The Fantastic Four is July.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what happens this year. Like, it's looking good so far. Just hope they can, as we say, stick the landing.
Chapek, Bob Chapek.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very good news. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Thunderbolts. A lot of potential there. So we'll see. So overall, we all like the movie. We think that Disney took some good steps with this movie. And we're looking forward to some more Sam. So that's the end of the docket. Do you guys have any closing comments? Anything you want to mention?
While we're on the topic, did we want to talk about the Thunderbolts trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Since we actually got to see the Void, or kind of the Void.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think I'm going to echo some of the statements from earlier. Like it was. I'm interested in this movie. The movie didn't. The trailer, while interested in revealing a little bit more, it didn't really do anything for me. I'm going to be in line for it. Seeing Bob, or AKA the Sentry, using some more power there was interesting. I just wonder how this is going to work out because nobody on that team is equipped to deal.
And they even say so. They even say, none of us have the ability to take this on.
Just speaking on again on that Dark Avengers run, the first volume. The second volume was shit, but the first volume, the Sentry was like, he's unstoppable. He was a scary character.
He was.
So we'll see. I'm interested. That's all I can say. I'm really interested.
I don't even remember seeing. I'm going to rewatch the trailer. See the Void or whatever, or even the Sentry. I wasn't paying that much attention to it in the theater.
It was the Super Bowl one, yeah. But I think they showed that one in the Cap also for preview for Cap.
So I'll check it out. I mean, I'm going to watch the Thunderbolts. It wasn't really in question. I'm going to watch all of them, like I said before. Mm-hmm. How would you guys have felt? And I think this kind of lacked a little bit when the Red Hulk hit the comics. He was disrespectful as fuck. He was smart. You think? Are they saving that for a matchup with him and Banner? Because the Red Hulk, that was missing for me. Because Red Hulk, he hopped to the moon, slept shattered at Uatu. He was a beast.
So I will speak on this because I've never been more pissed off than when the Red Hulk first showed up and all the bullshit he was doing. So I didn't like any of that shit. With the Silver Surfer, the shit with Thor, it was somebody else that he punched a Watcher too.
He hopped to the moon and just slapped the shadow Watcher.
How you beat up Uatu?
In mid-sentence, he was giving the monologues and hopped to the pow.
He was
disrespectful as hell.
He was using a power that he really doesn't use anymore, or he can't. It was having some kind of negative effect on him. Like he was like draining in it. It was something weird.
Oh yeah, he could absorb energy.
It was weird, and he doesn't use it anymore. I ain't like the character. I didn't like him how it was written then. I think he killed the Abomination. I'm pretty sure the Abomination's back. It was he's just running through everybody. I know when new characters are created, they gotta demonstrate, where they are. But I was just like, I was so mad that they're writing in that book at that time. That's all I got to say about that. Red Hulk was a good idea. It was taking a little. He was everywhere at one point. It was too much. Then he started losing. Everybody was beating his ass after that. The Hulk beat his ass. Then Thor beat his ass. It was just like, why did you sacrifice the dignity of some of these players if I said players, characters, if he was just going to go this route anyway? So
yeah,
fucking Red Hulk.
He was in a volume of Thunderbolts at one point. Red Hulk.
Was he?
Yeah. There's been a lot of variation of Thunderbolts, so yeah, I think he was a member of Thunderbolts at one point.
Isn't he like an old Hulk now? He's like hold on, he's on. I think hold on, Avengers. I think he's an Avenger now. One of these teams.
Isn't there a Red She-Hulk too?
Yes. Yeah, it's Betty Ross.
It's Betty, yeah. Yeah, they were all over when he came out. A bunch of Hulks. Here it is. Let's see, old man.
Oh yeah, I actually bought some of these. It's Red Hulk, Elektra, Agent Venom, Deadpool, and Punisher. I actually had some of these. Or have some of these.
I'm gonna just show you these guys. Show you this picture when I'm able to find it. I can't find it right now. But what I'll say about the Red Hulk is an interesting character. I'll say that. We got anything else, guys?
I'll talk about the Thunderbolts trailer real quick. It was a good trailer. I liked it.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's fine. I like the trailer. When I went to see Cap, I couldn't believe the number of trailers that I saw. I'm used to walking into the theater a few minutes late, so I don't have to see the trailers, but they caught on to me because now they start the trailers late. They'll start the trailers 7 minutes after the start time, so it's like they caught on to me. So, yeah, I saw the Thunderbolts Super Bowl trailer. And yeah, it's a good trailer, but yeah, these are not the guys you would ordinarily send after this target. It's like sending the Suicide Squad after Superman. So I guess they're going to have to pull out some type of psychological tactics or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can see happening at the end. They're going to have to psychologically break down Bob and get him to voluntarily just stop what he's doing.
Well, I mean, to your point, if was it you or Robert talking about Sam recruiting them? Sam talks everybody down, so just bring him in. You got to do better, Red Hulk.
You got to do better, Bob.
So one of those things. Oh, so yeah. Go ahead, Terrence.
Yep, that was it.
Okay. And you gave a grade. Oh, no. I'm thinking about something else. Okay. And we're all going to see that, right? We're all interested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go MCU. We're all excited. And y'all feel weird? We're positive and gave a good review for a movie. We're looking forward to shit. All right, we're back.
We're back, baby.
They're moving in the right direction again, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Nothing wrong with new character. See how they did the that new Falcon? They had him with the original Falcon, and like they didn't give him his own Disney Plus series and movie. Like that's the way it's supposed to work. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Give us a little time to get used to him.
Yeah, like I still don't want to see no movie. He's a supporting cast.
Yeah, he's a sidekick. Let him be a sidekick for a little while.
Instead of having that same team of people they have with these heroes, the Thor had Darcy and the old man, and Tony had all these people. Why don't you make a superhero the supporting cast? There's nothing wrong having another hero around, and it works. It worked for War Machine.
Yep.
So,
the one thing I'll say that one critique I have of the movie is I think they misused Isaiah Bradley, because you could have took his character completely out and it wouldn't have really made a difference.
Not really.
He was just kind of like, oh, I'm going to be scared because I'm getting put in jail again, and like you're a super like if you're not going to have him be like the little child mentally damaged guy, like use him.
I got you.
He had that one. He had a couple minutes where he was like beating up a couple people in the White House. You see, he still had it, but after that, he was all, "Oh, don't put me in the cell."
He should have a redemption fight at the end.
Right?
Show up and punch a couple people in the face.
Right.
I was laughing when he got arrested.
And what's up with his haircut?
I was laughing when he got arrested, and he was like, "Yo, watch my suit. Watch my suit." I'm like, "Oh, my suit. I'm like, brother, you got bigger problems right now, man. My suit." Okay. All right. So we're going to stick a bow in this show. It was a very good episode. There's a lot to talk about. Again, if you are a listener, please subscribe, recommend us. We're going to be around for a while, talking about comics and other things. And that's all we got. We're going to sign out, and we're going to talk to you again soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.